not many are ready for energy such as yours, is a spirit message. Good day, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to Milk Honey Rose. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. I don't know why I just heard all right. Yeah, so there's some people, I feel like that's the energy that you give them. That type of energy. Like, all right. Okay, but I feel like it's laughable. Just because you know people they just can't. They can't come to you with nothing crazy because it's not going to work out. You know, you're way beyond that. And once these energies try you, it's like you swat them like a fly. Okay? You know those electric fly swatters? My grandmother used to have a fly swatter. My grandma's, rest her soul, she was country. My country grandma. She used to have a fly swatter because she liked to leave the window open. And flies are annoying, so she would swat them. But now they have like an electric one. And I saw someone use it before. And you could actually smell the fly get fried. And I was like, ew, that was nasty. I feel like these people get swatted by you. It's like a quick swat. And then they wish they never spoke. They wish they never spoke against you. This is the type of energy I'm feeling because they end up feeling foolish after they did such things because you weren't paying them any attention in the first place. They actually wanted your attention. That's the crazy part about it. They wanted it so bad, and they just wanted some type of like spotlight for just a second. As long as it could be, they'll take it, whatever they can get. Just really craving just a glimpse of what you experience is what I'm getting. Just let me get a little taste of it. Like, can I lick it just a little bit? Can I get a taste, please? That's the energy I'm getting. They just can't handle your energy, so your presence has a tendency to annoy people. It does. And the sad part about it is that just illuminates the fact of the matter, which is there's many people that are not living right. Because people who are, they're not worried about those types of things. Those types of things, they just bob and weave, like, you know. Those things can't really affect someone who is busy. When you're too busy focused on being better than you were yesterday, there's so many things that try to come for you and you can't even waste time because you're looking at it like that's a waste, and you just move on. You don't even give it a minute. You barely give it 30 seconds. It's like, oh, I saw it, but it doesn't matter, and you move on. You know how frustrating that is for energies like that? You know how mad you make people when you do that? Or if you just say one thing and then move on, like really fast. Oh my gosh, it just, that right there. And they lucky when you give them a little bit of airtime. They lucky. They should feel lucky because that's what they want. Anyway, that's what they want. And they lack the plug to get access to that godly energy. They lack the plug. They don't have the plug. They don't have the tools. They don't have the understanding to gain that access to source energy because they are detached from themselves. The true entryway to source energy is eternal. It's through self, through understanding and acknowledging the self, because that taps you back into that ethereal realm. It's within you. There's a universe inside of us. And we reflect cosmic energy. So what's happening in the cosmos, we feel it. Just like retrograde, there's a retrograde right now, and electronics start acting funny. There could be miscommunication, misunderstandings, sometimes trouble with communication, or sometimes people might have trouble understanding you, or you may misunderstand something. So clarity is necessary. To repeat instructions or to ask again just to make sure you heard right is a good thing to do right now. And I actually have this like electronic fireplace, right? And it just turned on by itself last night. Nobody touched it. The remote was nowhere near me, and it just turned on. Many times electricity just starts to do what it wants to do. And that could also be an indicator that you're just very high vibrational. So at certain times, when there's certain alignments, your energy shows through the electronics around you. Like sometimes you might go in a room and all of a sudden the lights start blinking. That's energy exchange with the electronics around you. Okay, so yeah, your energy is overall very potent. So there's people who are going to want to try their best to diminish you in any way they can, but it's a waste of their time. So just know that you do the right thing when you ignore it and you don't give it no play. Because that's what they really want to do. They just want to play in a game that they're not a part of, because they chose to opt out just off the strength of them not being active. They're not doing anything. They're not trying to make a difference. They're not making a difference. They're not inclusive. Okay, they're not inclusive when it comes to having some type of influence. It's like they're just there. They're just there. They live in that NPC life. Okay, so that's their problem, not yours. They just try to make their problem your problem, and you already have your schedule is filled already, because it's like, what? So you're just going to continue to walk your walk and do what you have to do and ignore that, because it's not even worth your attention. If you deem this energy as suitable to continue to walk with you on your spiritual journey, drop it down in the comments below. I declare this is an aspect of my love. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you feel in my vibe, especially if this message does resonate with you. To book a healthy conversation, you can by visiting www.milkhoneyrose.org. Also, you can join the membership here on YouTube to gain access to additional content, and I'll see you in the next one.